finally. After years of waiting, we can finally review this movie and get over this shit.
Why are we even reviewing this?
It has to be done so we can finally let this movie die and be forgotten.
Fine. Let's get this shit over with.
So I'm gonna start with this. What is everyone's thoughts on the movie?
Shit.
Mid.
Okay at best.
And what makes you think it was okay?
Well, it wasn't shitty or the worst movie ever, but it wasn't great or amazing either.
Bro, this movie was already shitty and doomed from the start. I would have at least had a tiny bit of respect for Disney if they cancelled it, but no. Disney continues to be completely unoriginal and bring back their old IPs for money.
I mean, to be fair, that's not a bad thing at all. There is nothing wrong with bringing back old IPs. They just have to execute it correctly. The problem is that they keep doing all these live-action remakes nobody asks for.
You're right. Now they're remaking a live-action Moana. A movie that's not even 10 years old yet. This movie is not Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is Latina mixed on the 7 unused CGI characters from the Flash movie.
Let's give this movie one thing. I think Rachel Zegler did a solid job as the character. As for Gal Gadot, man, she couldn't act for shit in this movie. Someone should put one of her clips of her acting career in the best of bad acting video.
Honestly, that's the only thing I can agree with.
I find it funny that they made Snow White the fairest one of all when the Queen looks 1,000 times better than she does. Like, what exactly does she need to be jealous for?
Exactly. Snow White looks like if Lord Farquaad used some kind of gender swap experiment to transform into a girl gone wrong.
Facts.
She also looks like she got drunk and began losing most of her brain cells in this picture.
Don't forget that the movie had like a $200 million budget.
Why then, I'm in! Is Disney expecting to make $1 billion with this movie?
If that's the case, then Disney is definitely smoking on that copium pack for sure. Because there is no way they would achieve that due to how much hate this movie is getting.
I heard there were empty seats in the cinema hall.
You're kidding.
Silver, you were joking.
I'm not. You want proof? Here you go.
There is no way!
Well, as you can see, nobody was watching that movie at all. I know it's only just one theater, but damn! That's ridiculous!
You know damn well it's bad when it has one of the lowest rated scores on the IMDb website.
What's the rating of this movie on that website then?
During the time of this recording, it's currently at 1.5 out of 10.
Seriously? I expected lower.
Well, to be fair, it is one of the lowest rated movies on the website.
And how do you know for sure that there aren't movies that are rated lower than Snow White?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. But it is very, and I mean very low. Let's compare it to other movies. Dragon Ball Evolution has a higher score than Snow White. The Cats movie is higher rated than Snow White. Cuties, one of the worst and horrendous movies of all time, has gotten a higher rating than Snow White.
What about Madam Web?
Higher rated.
Joker 2?
Also higher rated.
The Emoji Movie?
Also higher rated.
Live-action Peter Pan and Wendy?
That's also higher rated.
What about Velma?
That's a series.
But it's also lower rated than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Okay, fine. Even that abomination of a series is higher rated than Snow White.
This movie is fucking washed.
The movie had to go through an unlikable actress that couldn't shut her fucking mouth but also has acting skills. A likable and prettier actress, who is apparently a Zionist as I have heard and can't fucking act for shit. Shitty CGI dwarfs instead of working with actual actors, with dwarfism on top of all that. It's another soulless live-action Disney remake.
I actually really feel bad for Walt Disney, because Snow White was his first ever full-length animated movie and it became a huge hit for its time. And this generation's Snow White became the complete opposite.
Now that I think about it, is this a roast video or a movie review?
I didn't even thought of that. But who cares? We already shared our thoughts on the movie, so I don't really have anything else to say.
Me neither, except from the fact that that kid from Adolescence can act way better than Gal Gadot.
That's a good one.
Okay. I think I had enough roasting about the movie.
Same. Except that this movie is most likely going to be forgotten. As for the original, it's still going to be remembered for generations.
And that was our rant of this piece of garbage movie. I hope people enjoyed it.
Make sure to like, subscribe and turn on the notifications if you don't want to miss a single video.
So, bye everyone.
Aye, assholes.
Aye, aye.